Welcome everybody to This Week in Movie News, episode 29.
Wow.
I'm Daniel. We're here to talk about the Week in Movie News. I have Anthony and Sebastian here as usual, and we also have Ellie joining us again this week. She was here a couple of weeks ago.
I'm becoming a regular fixture, guys.
Yeah, special guest.
Not so special, just guest now.
We'll quickly go on to the first story, which the Golden Globes came out this week, the foreign press, and they've made rule changes. I don't have the exact quotes in front of me, but basically what they're saying is that films classified as dramas will not be eligible to be put in the music / the musicals, comedy and musical category for the next Golden Globes, which is going to be held on January 8th, American, so it's probably January 9th here, next year. What are our thoughts on them taking 74 years to figure out the drama?
Positive steps. Positive
Yeah.
step.
Yeah.
But I reckon they could go further and just make it too carry on. Like, what's a musical comedy? Like, that's it. Even that's too broad.
Well, even that category, though, is so far removed from what cinema is now.
It's
Like,
a junk left
74 years ago,
Exactly.
it was great because everything was a singing, dancing,
Yeah.
guys and dolls type thing. Now, how many musical movies do they make
And
that are not Disney?
How many actual comedies
good
get in
ones.
Actual good comedies get into that?
Yeah, but I think that's the problem. What
Actual
happens
comedies.
is that there are actually good comedies, one
Yeah.
or two a year, but what they do is that they make room so the dramas can get the recognition
which
that they do, which is what annoys me. Which is why I'm glad
But
they're doing this.
that is the awards show equivalent of giving every kid who ran in the race a participation
Yeah.
sticker.
Well, it's like
As opposed to just there's first, second, third.
Yeah.
There were 5 of you. We're not giving the last 2 of you a ribbon. I'm sorry, it's not happening.
Joy was in it, wasn't it? Last year, Joy in
Yeah.
The Martian.
But like,
Joy was a
It's a
drama.
drama.
Hardcore drama. Like, not hardcore, but
funny moments.
yeah.
But like, but last year I think it's also kept up. It crept up on people that Trainwreck actually turned out to be pretty good,
It was, yeah.
as well as Spy. Spy was really good as well. So they had a year where they actually had a bunch of comedies.
They actually book comedies in it,
Well, bloody-
which is interesting.
back when Bridesmaids was made, like that's a classic. Should be. It won, didn't it? Oh, it probably did. I don't remember.
It got nominated. I don't think it
Yeah.
won.
Oh,
Like,
I don't think it
that's
won.
what I mean. When was the
That
last
should
comedy you remember?
No one hear anything?
I don't know.
Yeah, like that's like
This
a
should
couple
have
years ago,
won for
they
its
had
own category.
they had
As good as it gets. It's probably the last
Wolf
one.
of Wall Street was in it. Yeah.
Wolf of Wall Street, and I was like,
It was hilariously
it was
funny, but
hilarious.
it's not meant to be really funny. It's
Yeah.
like,
But it's not a comedy. There's a difference between a movie that
yeah, okay.
is
Yeah.
funny that you can
He's
laugh
going
at.
for the gags,
Yeah.
you know, and just because
Well,
the
then
circumstances.
they have to
funny.
go further and say it's a comedy section and music. Just chuck out musicals. Musicals are mainly
Yeah,
dramas anyway now. So no, I'm not saying put them in the drama section, but
Well, Moulin Rouge was nominated for drama,
no, it wasn't.
wasn't it?
maybe at the Oscars.
Yeah.
Oscars they were.
But like that's a classic one that you could put in the drama one because it's fucking
Yeah,
depressing.
but how many Moulin Rouges have been made?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
The point is, if a musical movie is good enough to be nominated at all,
Yeah, Les Mis was that could have been in the drama as well.
But like this year, there's not. I don't think there's not going to be any musicals this year.
No.
They're coming out at all. Like at the moment,
Just-
my pick still Deadpool is to win best comedy
Yeah.
because
Jesus.
it is.
Mhm.
You know.
I'll be surprised if it got nominated. Not because it's good or not. It's just
Yeah, well, that's the
temporary.
other thing. But yeah, anyway, I'm glad that you know
More needs to be done.
Yes.
More needs to be done.
A good first step.
So the next thing, we were tossing up whether to talk about this last week, but we already had our story, so we thought we'd bring it into this week, and that's James Cameron came out at CinemaCon last week and said, you know, we've already got 3 sequels for Avatar. You know what? We have so much story that we want to tell. We're giving you another one. So there'll be 4
Awesome.
Avatar sequels
5 in total.
in 2018, 2020, 2022, and 2023. There was some news that came out after that saying that they are still planning to shoot them back to back, I believe.
Yeah, they said that. Yeah.
Like all together. And they wanted to. They're not, even though they're sequels. One is apparently a prequel. All the movies are meant to kind of stand on their own, and then you can bring them together later to become a saga of this is the Avatar world, space, whatever you want to call it. What do we think of 4 Avatar sequels? Are you clawing for it?
Like was my last week.
10 years now.
I will be 33. I'll be 33. Just turned 25 yesterday. I don't know if I can handle that. Fact. The 5th one will be 33.
It's been 9 years from the other one.
I know, but like we were talking about last
By the
week,
time
you
it comes
have 9 years from the first movie that was made, most probable movie of all time, and I can't believe that ever happened. Really, like it's hard to believe that happened.
Yeah.
But it did. Obviously.
It hasn't stayed in pop culture.
No, it's really
stuck
fallen
around.
away. But still, kudos to made so much
Gives it a
money.
chance to come back.
Yeah. I'm pumped for the second one. It's brilliant.
I'm pumped for all 4.
Yeah, I reckon it's great. I love it. I love James Cameron, but it's just like, another one. Maybe say that when you've released the second one and it's done well.
That's what gets me.
Or
is
something.
I don't
You don't need to
understand.
do that. I don't know why.
But at least they have a plan in terms of like what they want to set out to do.
Yeah, there's
And
pumping.
they've had years to fucking plan this, so...
Now, this is the
Exactly.
other bit of the story, is that next year, 2017, Disney World or Land is putting in an Avatar theme park, or like section within its walls.
That's cool.
What are they going to do? Like an Oculus Rift? You are now an avatar.
I don't know,
Like,
but
how are they gonna
they've
do
got a
that?
section of the park. They've got a section of the,
That'd be awesome.
they've got a section of the park for Avatar. So they're probably thinking, we need people to be really excited about Avatar.
Yeah.
So there's all these
But
other.
like you say, 9 years too late. Like,
Too late, you reckon? Oh, we've been
Too
waiting
late.
since...
Oh, it should have come out.
Oh, yeah, it should have, yeah.
you should
At
have.
least
But
5
They've been
years.
planning, 14, 15, and just get
It's,
going back.
it's insane how long it's taken. That's
But it
ridiculous.
makes me excited that they're doing it right.
see, I wonder if it's a generational thing because people know of Avatar as that movie that changed CGI. It developed the technology, but now
You're saying younger people.
I'm saying older people aren't going to care,
Oh.
and younger people aren't going to remember.
Don't know what... Yeah.
So you're stuck in a demographic that is very specifically our sort of age
So
bracket.
they'll have to really promote.
They'll have
really
to
get out there.
smash it. Because what made Avatar special the first time, now all of that CGI is commonplace. We were just talking about the Jungle Book before. That's
That's what I was going for.
that's what
Back
it.
in the day.
Yeah, but 9
The
years.
story, the storyline was epic.
The
And
story
original.
was Pocahontas
It was
in
so,
space.
that was original stuff. What a, it should have got original score. A screenplay, sorry.
It was-
Even stole another storyline. I don't know, it doesn't do well, some shout.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, you're hilarious.
But like that's what also weirds me. Like kids that when it comes out, kids that are 15 would have been 6 when the original one came out. Like, and
Which is kind of good and bad. You know, it could be like, oh, this is kind of like the first movie. You know?
Yeah.
A whole new generation of people gonna see it who didn't see the other one. You know, because it's been 10 years nearly.
Well, when does Star Wars end? When does it end?
it's never. It's never.
When will Star Wars end?
Where's the 9th finish? Is that
It's a
18 or
saga.
19?
Well, it's every 2 years. So 15, 17, 19.
So 19. So the first one's going to run into that in terms of not that same year, but I'm talking about sagas. Yeah, so it's going to be out of Star Wars range in terms of other ones I want to
But
make.
Jesus, like if
And how many other studios are jumping on the bandwagon of expanding on universes? How many more can we possibly saturate the market with?
Yeah, I guess.
How many more can there possibly
how many
be?
universes going to be?
Just one more. All the avatars. Just one more.
It might be a genius.
Do you know who? Do you know who is?
It might be genius.
Just give the profits to
Do you know who's the most happiest person right now?
Cameron?
It's Sam Worthington.
Yeah, Sam
Oh,
Worthington.
yeah.
I mean, think like, he has a career forever. He's shit.
Been thinking about him for years. Like, he's going to get back to the Avatar. He'll be fine. Like, he's making average films.
That's all he has to
He just
do.
got greenlit to be a lead in 4 movies.
Yeah.
But is he going to be in it? Because it's going to be different
Yeah,
films. So I
yeah.
doubt maybe one.
Yeah, I assume there'll be different areas. But still, he's
I
happy.
reckon he'll have a role in some show before him.
Well, he's had a bit of time to get his contract back up and running, you know? Ask for
Calm down.
money. Yeah.
Jesus.
Alright, so now we'll go on to the trailers of the week. The first one we'll go on to will be Girl on the Train.
Yes.
This year's Gone Girl, I guess they're trying to go for.
It's great.
Doesn't have that flair that Gone Girl has.
I don't remember the trailer for Gone Girl.
The Gone Girl trailer was amazing.
Because it was so quiet.
Yeah.
It was just him doing like Ben Affleck talking about how
Yeah.
my wife has disappeared. This, I didn't like the song.
No,
I
it
loved the song.
I didn't.
I liked the song, but I found it an odd choice for this particular
I
trailer.
did, but it kind of gave that little
It
flair.
felt like they almost fell in the trap of what do you call it? Thriller trailers in terms of like act like they got slow, or not slow, but 2/3 of it slow, and then at the end they show everything. They kind of fell a little bit, but they brought it back in terms of, and there was a bit of a Gone Girl feel at the end. Like you didn't know what was going on. The interview at the start with that girl from West Wing, the West Wing girl, CJ Crane.
CJ Crane.
Yeah,
Alison Janney.
well, the
She's
first
amazing,
minutes of that,
great
you think she's asking the questions at the start, of the film, but then at the end of the trailer, you're like, oh, this must be.
But
This is turned into
you
a
only
film.
know one thread of the entire story, and you have all these split frames of all this other stuff and characters. You don't know what the hell's going on.
And times, and they're all jumbled.
Yeah, and you're like, what? But I thought it was a brilliant trailer. I love them making more crime thrillers. I freaking love them.
Yeah.
And when they're done well, especially with females for some strange reason, they just work so much better.
And
with
there was
the
no men.
sex,
There was absolutely no men speaking.
But do you think
There's
that's
no men speaking in the whole
do
thing.
you think that's a problem that there's literally no male perspective
No,
in this entire
no.
Not a problem at all.
in
in
it.
fact.
In
Not
the
this
trailer,
point in
you
time.
mean?
Yeah,
No, because the men look sinister and they look. You don't know what's going to happen with them.
Emily Blunt, she looks good.
Yeah.
What was that? There were a couple of things about the trailer that reminded me of that J-Lo movie. that came
Yes!
out. That girl,
Boy Next Door or something?
Boy Next Door, Girl Next Door,
Yeah.
whatever it was.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It was pretty right. It was terrible. But it was like, it's like through the window looking.
I'm just interested because I don't know what it is. And like, it give me this most simple story.
I'm in it for Emily Blunt.
Oh, yeah.
Because she sells, like, she's so good. She's ridiculous.
I'll watch anything with Emily Blunt in it. Let's be real.
The sex appeal at the start of the first half was unbelievable. Just drenched.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
everybody.
It just feels so. It feels familiar, but so new in a way. I don't know what it is. It's refreshing.
It's an old story, kind of.
Yeah, but it's good to
Put
see
back.
original plot. It's good.
Yeah, it just seems so different how because we did a story on it ages ago. When
Yeah.
they were looking at Jared Leto, Chris Evans to be in it.
I didn't think that this was the film
Yeah, and
at all.
it just didn't picture how it was in my head at all. Just with the way they're going with it. But
Well, it felt like that film wasn't going to get made. And now there's a trailer.
so, what were our thoughts?
Interested.
I'm excited.
Interested.
I'll watch it on Blu-ray at the moment. I gotta get another.
Opening week for me. I'm really.
It's hard to see trailers thrillers in cinemas.
I
No,
want
I'll go
to
to
know.
cinema.
I want to know what happens. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm excited.
I hope they don't blow it in the second trailer.
No.
I really hope they keep that suspense in the
Yeah,
second trailer.
maybe
That's
it'll be
what sucked
quieter.
me
They
in.
do a Gone Girl.
But
She's
don't
not
you don't
there.
have to show so much. Just show like
Spoiler alert!
just
Comes
show like
back if that happens. That'd be
just
hilarious.
show like 3 conversations. And that's
Yeah.
all you need. If they're good written scenes, you don't need to show that stuff. Anyway, so the next one we're going to talk about was which one was it?
Magnificent.
Seven or?
Yeah, alright. So the Magnificent Seven. Well, I went first last. Like, you went
Alright, I'll go to first. So there's another Western. It's just a flavour of a couple of years
Hello.
now. It's another Western with. It's a remake, kind of, of the old one back in the 80s.
No,
Nice.
60s.
Was it?
Yul Brenner.
1961.
Am I thinking of the wrong film?
Yeah, 1961 was.
Oh, I'm thinking the wrong
It
film.
was a comedy version.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so I'm not very excited. Let's put that out there. It feels like they've got Westerns wrong lately.
Yeah.
Not in terms of like the feel of it's such a drab place to be, and this trailer feels like it's just like this action it up, Hollywood it up. This looks
Very Hollywood.
kind of cheap.
It's very.
It doesn't have that
Hollywood.
real grit. Like I don't want to really
Like
want to
true
see
grit.
this, you know. But I'm not excited.
I really like this trailer. Not as much as I wanted to,
Cheap slut.
but like,
Cheap thrills.
when we did our episode where we talked about our most anticipated films for the year,
Yeah.
this was on my 5. This movie, and because of the people that are in it, people that are directing it, I'm excited about the 7 that they've chosen because it's all so different. It's not 7 white guys.
He's black.
But it's the
He's a
West.
black guy.
Yeah.
You can use black guys, sure, but like
Yeah.
and everything like that. But they choose so diverse people. It just doesn't make sense.
But I think that's actually honest because the West was a very diverse place.
Yeah.
And
Not
all
in
of
my eyes.
No, but what you've seen of the West is your typical cowboys versus Indians, white guys versus anything of colour, and that was
Because they've actually
I guess
based Denzel Washington's character. I forgot. What was his name? I really wish I looked this up before we started. But it was like it's Arthur, someone who was
A
this
cowboy.
cowboy bounty hunter that went around.
Don't you feel like it's like this cartoon kind of kids show, all different?
I mean,
All
it's
different
not,
weapons.
it's not Django. It's not Hateful Eight.
Mm.
But I reckon I'm going to go watch it and have a really good time.
It seems more, like you said, Bass, it's not one of those, we're going to whip black people in front of your face type thing. It looks more entertainment, more Hollywood, which is, I don't know.
There's a
It
place
doesn't
for
take
that.
it too serious.
But
themselves
like
too
you
seriously,
said, the
which
last
is refreshing.
the last westerns on the top of my head that we've gotten
Mm.
are ones like Slow West, Hateful Eight, Django. I'm missing one off the top of my head, but like they are all serious westerns, even if they do have the comedy like Tarantino likes to do.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm. But
But
they
they're
were
all-
also
but they're
spaghetti
still-
westerns. They weren't
Yeah.
even
Mm.
classic western formula.
Like, one
so
of my favourite westerns lately, it was like 2005. It was 3:10 to Yuma. And no one really liked that film. I loved it.
I love that.
I loved it.
Great remake.
It was just really gritty and really just sad to watch. It was just so grim.
Yeah, that's good.
The world of the Western. was
well,
really
I think westerns kind of came back in a sort of Deadwood, is what I think.
Yeah,
like of a
Deadwood,
modern.
Yeah.
Which they're
TV show.
remaking.
Yeah.
Really?
Why? It was great.
But
anyway.
Denzel looks great in this film. He looks like he's shaved off 20 years.
And
I don't know what he
It
did.
looks thin.
Looks thin.
Looks good.
He's got all those grey hairs, wearing a hat. Looks very
Chris
good.
Evans.
Do you like Chris Evans? in it?
Chris Pratt.
Oh yeah.
He has a love him in
Do you
it.
like, but is it like star power? Like
Yeah,
It is a bit
Yeah.
weird as shit.
that's what I'm saying. You
maybe
have
they're
the-
topped up
yeah,
with two
guys
guys
like-
and the rest of them with bloody B-rates.
No,
Yeah,
we
we
got
have,
the
but there's Ethan Hawke is one of them.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of him anymore.
Vincent D'Onofrio, who's got a lot of fan credit at the moment because of Daredevil.
Yeah.
And then I'm trying to remember, I can't remember who the other
The other blokes.
But you have the Native American or Indian. I'm not sure which one it is.
But in the trailer, did they even show what they were going to do?
And a Chinaman. There was a Chinaman in that one.
Really?
They're going after these people for the girl, for revenge.
Oh yeah, the girl.
They're protecting the town,
They're protecting the town.
which is something that you brought up with me.
I brought up
With the
in the
Bad
original, it's they're all like white guys, but they're actually protecting a Mexican town, like in Mexico, of Mexican people from bandits. And I found it interesting, and I'd be interested to see the reaction it gets, particularly on social media, of the whitewashing of the town. Because in the original, it's very much about we've got to protect this Mexican town from these bandits.
I didn't even
And-
notice the other people in the town.
And
They
in,
all
well, in
white.
this
Well,
one,
that's what. Yeah, and then that's what I
the
said.
girl is white who comes to them,
Mm.
but all of the buildings and everything are very typically like they blow up a white painted white church. So I'm assuming from the trailer it looks like a typical Western white village,
Anglo-Saxon.
very Anglo-Saxon village, and I'm like, oh, it's an interesting take on it to have such a diverse
Cast.
cast in the 7, but to change the location.
I sort of felt like it was like this kids kind of play thing, like TV show kind of thing. Anyway,
But I'm interested though. I'm interested to see
Oh,
what they do.
Blu-ray.
Opening week.
Yeah, of course it's a Denzel.
But this is also the director who's doing really well lately with Southpaw and
Yeah.
The Equalizer.
No.
No?
Didn't like those.
And he did Training Day with Ethan Hawke. And that's
Yeah, it gives me hope with Training Day, the director, but yeah,
Ellie.
still Blu-ray.
Cinema, probably not opening week.
You'd be dragged along with him.
Probably.
Absolutely. So
Final trailer.
final trailer. Which one did we decide on?
The Founder.
The Founder.
Yeah.
The Founder.
How exciting!
He's going for 3 Academy Award wins. Yeah, so this is a story based off a man who now owns McDonald's, but it's the origin story of McDonald's, really.
Yeah, it is.
Origin story. He franchised McDonald's. How he franchised it.
And how he franchised it.
I'm
I'm really excited.
Rags to
really
riches.
excited.
Oh, this looks
You
so
don't-
good.
You start off liking him,
And then you end up fucking.
But I love those movies because so much, and McDonald's is a perfect example. Is it's kind of
You love him, but you hate him.
That's how you bastard.
no, I love stories which reveal what actually happened.
Yeah.
I mean, this is obviously going to be a
It's like
Hollywood
Social
version.
Network.
Yeah, exactly. It's a social
Behind the
network type
scenes.
thing, and it's a kind of McDonald's is so everywhere. It's just everywhere, but no one really knows unless you've read one of those business books on how to succeed like McDonald's did.
Yeah.
No one knows the story.
It became
The first franchise system ever built, really. First food chain ever
yeah. The
built.
question of
Great fast food and big size portions.
the question that I was asking is like, why did this man do this? He just destroyed the world.
It's the pure
Destroy the
American
world.
capitalist story, and it's done so well with keeping you. He's just the flavour of the bloody few years.
He looks amazing.
He looks amazing. I love him in everything he's been doing. He's so good in that. He's
We
little,
talked about him
very-
before.
but he has subtle things he does with his face and how he phrases things, and I just get sucked in every time he says it. Like when he pops up on let's go back to the trailer. The trailer is really good. It sets up the story so good, and it goes into the plot lines really well without giving you too much. It's funny, witty, but it has a real. Well, this is a bit of darkness.
What if he
here.
talks to the camera?
Breaking the wall.
I reckon it will be.
I really like putting, as soon as they put up that it's the director of The Blind Side, it's like I automatically know the kind of tone this movie's going to be. Because The Blind Side, once again, had the funny moments in it, but it's like it's telling a proper true story.
Yeah.
So it automatically put me in a mindset of what this movie could and probably is going to be.
I love I've never heard. I don't know anything about this film. I didn't know leading up to it.
Nothing.
I
No,
didn't know
I heard
anything.
nothing about
I
it.
just saw the trailer. I'm like, what? Where did this come from?
Mm.
Behind you.
But I have no.
Yeah,
doubts.
you know.
Like, but I don't feel like it's going to be bad.
No.
Like I have faith that it's going to be
It
good.
feels like it has so much in it.
It does feel like even if it's not going to be Best Picture or whatever, I feel like it might be one to make sure you watch if it comes out early. I'm not sure when it's coming out, but if it's like a September or August movie or something, go see it then because it might pop up later when it's like all the Oscars things are happening, and it's like I saw that, like when Boyhood came out in bloody August.
Yeah,
Like,
there's always one or two films that does that. And so,
Yeah.
yeah, I've already seen that.
so if that's the case.
Yeah.
But yeah, at the moment I'm interested. I want to see one more trailer.
I'm
definitely seeing this film.
Especially if it comes out in like September or whatever, October or whatever it is. Non-week, every movie week. Season.
Is Sorkin writing?
I was thinking if it
He's
was
too busy
something-
directing it.
Oh yes.
Alright,
Did you say yours out?
Oh, at the movies, but probably not opening week. I'm just a lazy ass. I can't.
Yeah.
I just drag her and everything. Alright, that's episode 29, done and dusted. It's Anthony, Sebastian, thank you for joining me. And Ellie again, being here.
I am.
And we will see you all again next week.